I'm Amy Toth. I'm a professor in the Department of Ecology, Evolution, and Organismal Biology at Iowa State University, and we do research on the biology of social insects, focusing on bees and wasps. When we first started, we wanted to take bees out of their natural environment and bring them in the lab and do controlled experiments where we can then give them a certain type of diet and then expose them to stress and understand in a controlled way how they respond. And that helps us understand sort of a ranking of these different types of stresses they experience in the environment. And to do that, we have to rear them. So when we first came, we got a room which had some lights, and it didn't really have a lot of environmental controls, and we had a lot of our animals unfortunately die during experiments. At that stage, our department decided that they wanted to invest in something that would be really state-of-the-art, that not just my lab could use, but others. We had really high standards, so we pretty much said they need to be programmable, we need to have absolute control over temperature, humidity, we want to be able to do diurnal cycling, we want to have lights on each shelf, which is really important for our work. Sometimes what we'll do is behavioral experiments, and we need them to be active. We need them to be basically thinking the sun is out and acting normally. And so we want to be able to have high intensity light. We also want it to change as the day goes on. We want them to wake up in the morning, be active, and then basically, rest at night. And so we can program the lights and their intensity. The other thing for them, one of the things that we do is we use red light. And so bees, like many other insects, cannot see red. And so we turn on red lights when we don't want to disturb them. And that allows us to basically spy on them doing their indoor activities, which is what they'd be doing underground inside of the nest, without them necessarily knowing that we're there watching them. So the red light is really useful, especially when we're trying to get in there and collect bees. We have to grab them with forceps, and if they're agitated and trying to fly, it makes our lives really difficult. Whereas if it's under red light, we can kind of sneak up on them and collect them more easily. So it's really, really helpful, and we can just switch between red and white, whatever the needs are. So now that we have the Percival chambers, we're really excited because the stability of the conditions is way beyond anything that we've had access to before. So having that degree of precise control really opens up a lot of opportunities for new experiments that we wouldn't have been able to do before.